Well, good morning guys, welcome back. So we are just getting fuel right now. Of course I get a phone call in the middle of that. I've got another load of beds. It's actually 3 separate stops. I've got that one, a stack of 3, and then a little dump on the back. They're not all close to each other, but I can kind of do a loop, which brings me back towards my house. So it's not too bad. It's a day's worth of work, but we kind of decided to do it all in one load to knock them all out, because I have like this load of 3 and then a load of 2, which is 2 separate stops that I need to get done this week, since I was in Florida last week and then went to Kentucky to pick up that that INOP International. And I don't know if I did any video on that. I was kind of just a little burnout. The truck is absolutely filthy. Should be stopping at a truck stop today and getting that taken care of, but we're topping off the tank just because I know I can get into this Love's, and don't know where I'll end up the rest of the day, if I can get fuel or not. So want to make sure I have enough for the day. Well guys, that was a pretty uneventful day. I have days like that when it's just strictly get stuff delivered and go home, and no excitement. It is what it is. So we made a drop in Pennsylvania, then New Jersey, then in Maryland, and then came back home. So about a 500-mile day, and it was just a combined 3 loads into one. And just kind of knock them out, because then I'm going to combine 2 loads into one for this week of more beds. It's actually going to be a 2-stopper of beds, and then I'm picking up an engine. They're doing road construction here, and the sign says bump. This is a 55, and people feel the need to stop it to 20 miles an hour to go over these bumps. But anyways, it's going to be 2 stops of truck beds and another stop of an engine. I'm going to guess it's a Cummins engine going to D&J. What is it? What are they called? D&J Precision Machining, I think their full company name is. They build some pretty wicked engines. I'm talking like solid blocks and just like 20, 30, 40, 50 plus $1,000 Cummins engine. So actually dropping an engine off there. I'm not sure what's being done to it, but it's for a buddy of mine, and he just asked if I was going to Ohio, and so quite frankly I am, and I don't need but 2 feet maybe on the deck for the engine, and so we're gonna make that work. But yeah, so that's it. I am moving a bunch of, well, I really don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I know I'm moving a single axle dump truck or something like I had before, like that F650 or that International. Excuse me. That guy is using me for the day. He said he's got that truck to move first, and then maybe a couple other pieces of equipment to move, which is fine. We just do everything hourly with him, because it's kind of just a bunch of running around town, and I couldn't give like a rate per mile. It just wouldn't be feasible for me, because some of these, here we are, we're down to 5 miles an hour on this main road. It's not really feasible to charge him by the mile on some of these moves. So it's gonna rent me for tomorrow. I don't know how many hours I'll have in there. It just doesn't really matter. If I moved one truck, it would be fine. I got plenty of work, and so I got a trip to Ohio and a trip to Florida coming up, and the work just keeps stacking up. So super grateful for that. I have not been on the board. I have not had to find work. It's all come to me, and unfortunately I've had to turn some away, but that's what happens when you get busy. Let's see what we're getting ourselves in today, boys. This little International dump truck we're picking up. Just had to get a jumper cables wouldn't do it. Had to put had to put a big jump box, one of those big truck jump boxes, and my jumper cables when we finally got started. Let it build some air pressure here. What year is 08 International 4300. What'd they do? Replace the body control module, $4,000. So we're gonna get it picked up, get it up on the trailer there. Even with the wheels chalked, that was still a lot of movement, especially with these trucks that have air brakes on them. The brakes are so touchy, trying to get it stopped on the trailer. All right, that's loaded. 4 chains, 4 binders. It's got a tranny leak, which I don't care. It's just staining the deck for me. Less work that I have to do. All right, so I got this F350. It's gonna be fun to load. I don't know if this is gonna want to drag, if we're gonna have to go forward or backwards. But all kinds of stuff. I don't know why my customer bought this, but we were here the other day to get it, and it won't fit. Well, I didn't feel comfortable with all this weight off the back of the wedge. So we got the flatbed today. We're just gonna put it on here. But I have a celebrity guest. OJ Simpson's here. Everybody say hi to OJ. He's back at it again. Oh, she's up on there. Didn't have any problems with it dragging, which I'm surprised. But she's a big old girl. Get cleaned up and get this thing back home. All right, well, we made it home. Had a couple extra feet on the trailer. Had to do Ohio tomorrow, so we picked up. So for a guy I know, that motor over there that's covered up has made 2,200 horsepower. It's a Cummins motor. It's made like 2,200 horsepower, and it's headed to D&J to get some work done for it. Work done on it, and these are 2 cores he's sending out, so they'll have them when that one blows up or something happens. And then still have the I don't know what you would call this, some type of service body truck. Still got that on there. We'll deliver that tomorrow morning, and then we've got about 32 feet of freight to pick up on the trailer to go with this out towards Ohio.